Well, joining me now, Paul Sperry, New York Post columnist, author of The Great American Bank Robbery, and he is writing on what is the resistance, the shadow government being formed by Barack Obama. Outstanding reporting. I wonder to what degree the national liberal media will even pay an ounce of attention. Will they have the courage, the principle, to report on the things that you and I are talking about here tonight?
Well, of course not. I mean, you got a Obama-friendly media, and they're going to try and cover this up and keep it on the QT as long as they can, so that Obama can get this, like I was calling it in the column, a shadow government, build this up. I don't think Republicans know what they're up against here. He's quietly building this shadow opposition government to sabotage Trump and Republicans as well in their policies, while at the same time saving his own legacy. And he's doing all this through a radical Alinsky group that he founded called Organizing for Action, OFA. Right. And they've got an army of agitators, and they are going to, they're fanning out. They're going to hit Republicans even harder. How serious do you believe this is? We're talking about, as you suggest in the column, something north of 30,000 people in OFA. Well, they took it out of the Obama campaign in 2012. It was part of that campaign, and they turned it into a 501c4 so they don't have to show their donors. And what they're doing, so basically starts at a training center, and they put these aren't like the rabble from Occupy Wall Street or even Black Lives Matter. These are professionally trained agitators. They're schooled in Alinsky's rules for radicals tactics at a program that lasts 6 weeks. And that's about 32,000 who've gone through that, over 32,000. They've got another 25,000 who are under training now, and they've got another big training summit coming up in March. And we haven't seen the worst of these protests. These are really going to hit hard. But Obama's the guy who's behind all this. He's the mastermind. If you look at his website, down in the little print, his new website, post-presidency, little agate type down there, 2 organizations listed. One is, I don't know if you can see this, OFA, Organizing for Action. The other is the Obama Foundation. And eventually, he wants to merge them. And if they can get the DNC, which Obama wants to get his guy Tom Perez, this radical civil rights chief he had, in the helm at the DNC, you get all this together, and then they get the proprietary database of the voters from OFA, which is licensed, and they've never shared that before with the DNC. You get the email lists, millions of Obama supporters from OFA, and you get the donor lists. And once the DNC gets that, you have a superstructure. And they mean business when it comes to obstructing and bringing down this administration.
The shadow government has one purpose, namely the removal of President Trump from office and the return of Obama to power. Yeah, Obama has transposed himself from King George to George Washington. This possibility is still alive today. You say it can never happen? At the heart of the plot to destroy America is the Cal-Exit movement on the West Coast and Obama's OFA, or Organizing for Action group, on the East Coast. The communist revolution has begun in earnest, and most people can't see it right in front of their noses. I'm sure you already know about the new group that's coming into front and center, called Antifa. This is a George Soros creation which stands alongside MoveOn.org, which has infiltrated the State of Jefferson movement, and the agitator group known as Black Lives Matter. I'm shocked that so many people are still not aware of Antifa. Antifa is really a Marxist, communist, subversive group. America keeps getting hit with wave after wave of subversive groups, all designed to take our country down. And what most people don't understand is that they're succeeding. Our country's fate is hanging by a thread. But the new terrorist groups of MoveOn.org, BLM, and Antifa are merely an extension of the Weathermen Underground, the Muslim Brotherhood, and the American Communist Party. They're all designed to do one thing: rob you of your freedom and your very lives. It's time to wake up, America, because things are getting very ugly pretty soon if we don't stand up and support law in America again. The deception of America is ongoing, and the deluge of terrorist groups that are destroying America from within better wake us up, because we can't afford to let it happen.